they can't hear that right now. So all they can hear is us on these mics. So we're gonna lock it up. Okay.
Text it to me. Text it to me.
Whoop, there it is, baby. What's up? Welcome back to the RIP. It's been a while since we had a RIP recording. It's good to have, which I'm about to get into in a minute, all the boys, man, the full cast tonight in the Ramblin' Raiders studio to praise the Pirate first and foremost, and then also talk bowl, not selections, but bowl pick'ems. Who do we have? Who do we like in the spread? And I think we're going to, common theme tonight amongst these picks is it's going to be an overs party for the Ramblin' Raiders, at least for a few of these. Also, Fardas leaving. We're going to touch on a little bit of Texas Tech basketball.
Butter.
Welcome to the RIP, man. I don't even know what week it is because we've done so many of these now, but we're happy that y'all are joining us. This is a live stream filled with gambling, sports gambling takes, Texas Tech hype, and some generally tonight probably very much so questionable behavior each and every week. I'm your host, the master chef. I don't have my hat on me. It felt wrong to I come home like after going to some work events, button down, slacks, and I didn't know about putting the hat on. However, once I start doing these picks, there's a good chance the hat comes out.
I disagree. With your button down, chef hat on, you're executive chef.
It's even more so.
You're executive chef. You're king chef.
Like
yes,
it.
chef.
I love it. All right, so now Lane's convinced me. I'm gonna definitely put the chef hat on here in a sec. Joining me though, we got Laney's Locks, Big Pick Joe. Love having Joe in the studio.
Yeah,
man.
it
What's
feels
up?
good to be back with my fam here.
Yes.
I feel great. I'm electric. I love it here.
So a lot of misbehavior tonight.
I want to put out a disclaimer that while I was just working my tail off earlier today, my counterparts here, man. I mean, what'd you guys do? Walk the listeners, the followers, the viewers through y'all's day.
I'll let Lane take it away.
We just had some fun after lunch.
We set some records on Golden Tee. We drank a lot of beers at Twin Peaks.
Hold on. We worked half day. We worked half a day.
A quarter of a day.
A quarter of a day.
Yeah, then we went to lunch and
quarter
played Golden
chub.
Tee, and now we're here.
I love it, man. They were setting some Golden Tee records. Believe me, I wish I would have been with you guys partaking in the festivities. But tonight, before we get going, for anyone who's new tuning into this live feed, the RIP every Wednesday, usually we don't have Big Pick Joe with us. He's out in his, we'll call it like the wilderness studio out there.
The Owl's Nest.
The Owl's Nest. That's right. He's out there in the Owl's Nest, but he's with us tonight. It's every Wednesday, usually around 8 p.m., but anywhere from, tonight, obviously, we're starting pretty late, so sometime Wednesdays, on Wednesday nights, you guys, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Ramblin' Raiders Media. We've had a bunch of new subscriptions lately. We're building that following, so make sure you're subscribed on there. We also have all of our socials, at Ramblin' Raiders on Twitter, at Ramblin' Raiders on Instagram. Facebook is Ramblin' Raiders Podcast, so make sure you're tuning in there. We already went through opening remarks. This is a very short outline, by the way, so it's going to get really interesting here in a second. Announcements. Ramblin' Raiders Tailgate second one we've ever put on. The first one was absolutely electric. Everyone in this room, including our audience participant tonight, was there. We're all going to be there. Oh, wait, are you going to make it to this one? Maybe. We'll see.
I'll say this is the first time we've had a peanut gallery in a while.
Yeah,
I like
feels
it.
good.
I like it.
Feels good, man.
Tighten up your jock strap because if this is your first Ramblin' Raiders tailgate, bring a lunch.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need substance. It's a full day event.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's
I recommend taking off work the next day.
Yeah.
that's
Or quitting.
I couldn't have.
If they see you live, just quit your job.
I couldn't have articulated it better myself, man. You're gonna want to come fully prepared and equipped for the Ramblin' Raiders tailgate. We still have wristbands available. They are selling like crazy. They're going extremely quick. We have a couple left. DM us on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll get you taken care of. We're still giving those out tomorrow. I think at Buffalo Wild Wings after the Dogs. That's our City League basketball team. After we get that dub, we're on a 13-game win streak.
13-game win streak, and hey, those
Too
wristbands are going like Mexican candies at the bar. So
I love it.
Get after it.
If you don't know what that means, super quick. They're flying off the shelf. So tomorrow at Buffalo Wild Wings, we're gonna do the first drawing for whoever's gonna win the free wristband. The way you do that, a lot of people have already submitted their entry. You just DM us a screenshot that you are subscribed to Ramblin' Raiders Media on YouTube, and we enter your name into that drawing. We're gonna do 3 of them. If you're not gonna make it to the tailgate, you get a free article of Ramblin' Raiders merch. If you are coming to the tailgate, you get a free wristband, my friends. It's gonna be
and hell,
completely
I might buy you
comped.
some merch.
And Lane might buy you some merch because he's feeling generous tonight. So first drawing tomorrow. We'll do it probably after Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be back in the studio. That's kind of our Thursday ritual, so we'll let y'all in on that. Bowl Mania group. Also, our group is Ramblin' Raiders. No, it's Ramblin' Raiders Bowl group. We couldn't do Ramblin' Raiders Bowl Challenge because there was one. Apparently, the group was taken, believe it or not, and just with one entry in there.
And
Pretty odd, huh?
I wonder who did
Yeah,
that.
that's a little bit strange. But anyways, the group is called Ramblin' Raiders
Probably the bros.
Bowl Group.
Are we the bros?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
saying,
we're the
aren't we the bros?
I
I
thought.
want to
My
point,
two bros?
I want
I
to point
thought.
something out.
Oh God, hold on, here we
I
go.
sent a DM of proof of that I subscribed.
Joe, you
and
are
then,
on the pod.
And then
You're a full-fledged member.
I checked it in the morning and I was blocked from everything.
I was honestly confused why you sent that.
I had it up to here. So, drawing tomorrow for the tailgate. DM us if you're interested in a wristband. Going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's going to be huge. We have it catered. It's going to be insane. Bowl Mania group. DM again. The only thing you have to do to enter into this with 3 prizes, either top 3 finishers get a $50 gift card, either a piece or an article of Ramblin' Raiders merch, and then a $20 gift card, or those 3 things. Sorry, those are the three top prizes. So make sure you get involved. All you got to do is send us a DM. Send us a DM. Slide to our DMs with a screenshot that you're subscribed to Ramblin' Raiders Media on YouTube, and we will send you the password so that you can join our group. You got a chance at those 3 prizes. Why not? We're going to give you some great picks to go off of tonight. That's it for announcements, guys. I think we're ready for our what I've deemed the main piece. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Main piece. We're going to start off kind of on a downer. Well, really, a lot of it. I'll just start off by saying that it's been a heavy week in the sports community at large.
The Texas Tech community.
Well, Texas Tech community, but I thought about it earlier, and really it's just sports in general. There's been a lot of heavy content, a lot of heavy news coming out that's really unfortunate. Texas Tech fans got even another dose, obviously, that's not even on the same playing field as what's happened earlier in the week, but with Fardas entering into the portal, which we're about to talk on.
I guess it's portal season.
Definitely portal season. About to talk on here in a second, but it's been a heavy week, and we're going to touch on at the end. We're going to kind of turn it around, though, flip it upside down. I think Mike Leach, after seeing everything that he was about and what he does, I think he would want it this way. Tonight, we're doing a celebration of Mike Leach, man, of his life, of what he accomplished, of what he did to just the game of football and all the lives that he touched. We're going to talk about our favorite Mike Leach memes. So tonight, we're going to celebrate. Cheers to the Pirate, the GOAT, the legend. And I don't even say that because of, as a
bad
college.
Luck to cheers
Yeah.
without alcohol, so I'm going to have to do that real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
do it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Come on. That was weird. I'm not going to lie. It threw me off. I didn't know how to act. Another one. So we're gonna celebrate him and talk about his impact, and I say that from a sense of not just being, here's what happened. It's popular in college sports right now on the news. No, I mean we lived it. Like we lived it. We grew up idolizing this man and what he did for Texas Tech football. We got into Texas Tech football because of our dad. We loved it because of our dad. It was heightened because of Mike Leach. He made us fall in love with the Texas Tech football program. So we're going to touch on him at the end. First, like I said, it's been a heavy week, in general, and I want to pull up actually the YouTube feed so we can get to the comments. I see a couple comments over there. We're going to talk about it's portal season, breaking news, kind of a bombshell. Apparently, some people knew about it beforehand. All the sources and all this hoopla, whatever, with the journos. The journos knew early on. Okay.
I'm sure.
Fardas Amac enters into the portal, hasn't played a single second of basketball for Texas Tech this year, was the highest coveted player in the portal. Transfer this season, Tech landed him. Now he's in the portal, which I want everyone to keep in mind doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to leave Texas Tech. It just means that his options are available. That's something that, disclaimer I want to put out there. More likely than not, yes, he's probably out the door, but he can come back. Just because you go into the portal doesn't mean you can't come back to Texas Tech. There's a lot of rumors kind of speculating around why this is happening, instant reactions. I want to start with Joe. Let Lane take a deep breath and get his thoughts, get his feelings about it.
Joe's going to steal what I'm going to have to say.
You started with he hasn't played a single second of meaningful Texas Tech basketball. I'd argue he hasn't played a single second of meaningful basketball anywhere. He came from Utah Valley State. I mean, he was thankful that Texas Tech gave him a chance.
Haven't proved anything.
And then he left before he even played a second with us, and we paid for all of his
medical expenses.
I'll leave it there.
Where'd that gin go?
Oh,
here it is.
He hasn't played a single second of meaningful
I
basketball
saw something
anywhere.
that he's had more Logies appearances than appearances on the court.
If that's true, I will say that tells me something.
I don't wish anything ill on the guy at all.
Yeah.
If he goes to the next spot and he's good, great, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to say this. From a Texas Tech standpoint, I think for him to do this as a player, what it tells us about him is that he's extremely soft. He is soft. He does not have any. He doesn't have any competitive mindset in his body. To me, is what it shows. You have a chance to come in and be the glue guy to this team, be a star on this team, and you want it handed to you. You're coming from Utah Valley State. You got to prove yourself at this level. You don't get anything handed to you. He wants it handed to him. He wants a team around him to make him better. No, you should want to step into this spot. You should want to step into the spotlight and make your team better, not the other way around.
Brooks is right. I want to hop into the chat real quick and please get the chat going, get it lit. He says you don't go into the portal midseason just to come back. I agree. I mean, the chances of him coming back are astronomical. Yeah, astronomical. I just like to throw it out there that it is possible. Brooks, hope you can make it to the tailgate, brother. Thanks for joining the chat.
He's not coming back after he sees this episode.
Well,
I want to emphasize again. If he comes back, great. If he moves on and he's great somewhere else, good for him. Wish no ill will. To me, I don't want someone soft as butter in our program.
So, real quick, hey, man, speak your truth. I'll say this. I've been, like I referenced earlier, I've been working today. I haven't had a lot of chance to, dive into, rumors and speculation on what's going on here. I saw a couple things. I saw Goodman tweet out, which Goodman immediately is anything he can do to attack Mark Adams or go against Texas Tech. He's going to do that because he's in the pocket of
QT.
I think he was actually at Austin County Jail with 10 grand.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this is why we love Joe, man. Hot take specialist, dude. He's always throwing he's the flamethrower, man.
Throwing his sideline,
putting some heat out there, throwing the curveball. I'll just say this: he's for whatever reason, man. I think that he's all about the clickbait. He's all about getting people, riled up, fired up for good or for bad. And with Tech fans, he knows he can get more out of them talking shit about us than otherwise. So he's just he's a shill to the rubes, man. He's going to go out there and do whatever he can, placate to the audience that gives him the most likes or support, and then he's going to disparage those fan bases. And he has a select few that he does that to, where he knows he's going to get more interactions by being negative, condescending, talking trash. Tech's one of them. So that's all that he does, man. He's a puppet. He's trying to manipulate, everybody. I think he's a jokester,
He's
man.
a Russian bot.
He's a jokester, dude. So he's out there saying that, and my point was that he said that Mark Adams, one of the reasons, apparently a source close to Fardas told Stadium, was that it was because Mark Adams rushed him back from injury. And so I don't know. I can't speak to it as like a firsthand witness, a firsthand account on this. I will say I have a hard time believing that. I'll put it that way. I just don't. Mark Adams has always been optimistic about his return, but it seemed like he was letting the process play out, letting it heal out.
I always felt like he was a player's
letting it
first
heal.
coach.
That's
dude.
exactly what I was going to say. He's never shown anything but being a player's first coach.
Yeah.
He's never shown anything but that in his tenure.
Yeah,
Which has been a short tenure, but he's never shown anything.
I mean, players have said in
Even
the
as
past.
an assistant.
yes.
I would just say that, previous players have mentioned how he's, very cordial and relational. He's got good relationships with the players, like you said. Also, the time frame of this, right? Like, I mean, you look at the
point in the Tech season.
well, but you look at the injury. I mean, like the time frame of the injury, standard recovery times. It's been months now. Fardas had a chance to recoup. Look, if he's not ready and he doesn't think his body's ready, that's fine. And I'm not going to rush him back. But I just think Mark Adams is sitting there going, we're optimistic. We're taking it day by day. We're taking it week by week. And we're going to let our doctors analyze and kind of give us feedback. I don't know if there was something there that we're not hearing about or hasn't come out yet. But that's just what has been said. That's what's circulating right now. Renee in the chat says lots of rumors surrounding the program, including big-time donors. Not happy. Time will tell. Look, the product on the court.
Not happy about
what?
him, or
I would
not
assume not
How
happy.
we handled him.
No, I don't. I think if I'm, and she can comment on this, I'm assuming it's just about the program at large, the product that's on the court right now. Look, I'm not going to hit the panic button yet. We're 7-2. I know we haven't beat anybody. We haven't played anybody that good. We've won the games we should. We lost the games we wanted to win, but against decent teams. I'm not hitting the panic button yet. Guys, this is a coach that took us to a Sweet 16, minutes away from an Elite 8 last year. We're young. We're a young squad as well. There's a lot of nuances here. There's a lot that goes into it. Are we happy with what we've seen on the court so far this year? No. There's a lot of improvement, a lot of growth, but I'm not throwing Mark Adams, like I'm not going to throw him to the wolves yet. And I think there's still a lot of time to kind of see how this season plays out.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I mean, have we won any big games? No. Have we lost any big games yet?
I'd say
No. We
have
played
won
them close. We played like trash in a
I'd
couple
say
of
we
games
have
and a
won
game.
big games.
Against who? We haven't won
Well,
any big games.
yeah.
With
so-
Mark Adams.
This
yeah.
season,
No,
Joe.
Mark
This
Adams.
season.
Yeah.
I think this is a program that is overproduced.
There's-
When we've been counted out, we've kind of overproduced. And
2 seasons, Joe,
so to jump ship.
on Mark Adams.
No.
on-
Yeah.
I think it's early to jump
Y'all
ship.
are
I'm
y'all
just
are
saying- I'm
green.
just saying-
Y'all are on the same page. You're saying that we've won big games
yeah,
in the past, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm about to jump.
I'm
over
an
there.
interpreter. Like I'm a
I
moderator
might
and an
jump over
interpreter right
there
now.
and-
See, this is why I had to sit in the middle so they didn't like break
This
a
is
bottle
why
and stab
I
each
do
other.
my podcast remote.
So both these guys, though, I mean, I think we're all in agreement here that like it's too early, right? I mean, I'll be honest, guys. We've
way
seen
too early.
look, as far as expectations for this season, I'll be perfectly blunt, and if I'm wrong, I'll own up to it. I think it's going to be tough to go 500 in the Big 12. If what we're seeing on the court right now, the product we're getting right now, stays the same, and that's very unlikely. It's a good chance it's going to improve.
We surprise people. in
I
Big 12.
agree.
We could
I think
surprise
we
people
can.
at home.
I
Or
think
we
we
might
go.
not.
I think we go above 500 and we make the tournament.
Okay,
Bold prediction.
And
we could.
if you want to say it's too early to count out someone, I'll say it's not too early to count out Fardas. Good riddance.
Well, he's
gone.
He's done.
I'd
Yeah.
count him out already.
Yeah,
But
good riddance.
what I'm saying is, look, we haven't beaten anybody we should have beaten to this point.
Yeah.
We haven't lost anybody. Have we looked bad? Yes.
Yeah.
We Big 12 play will will tell everything. It's not time to jump ship. We're 7-2.
No,
I mean,
no.
relax.
Everyone can calm down.
But this is
Davion,
Texas Tech fans in basketball nowadays. We're hyperbolic.
Yeah.
We're hyperbolic fans.
Davion, shout out. What's up, dude? Ramblin' Raiders.
Ambassador.
What's ambassador? I was thinking of the title. Ramblin' Raiders ambassador.
Slash
Co-
beast.
content creator / beast says I see 10-8.
Fine.
Doable.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying. I think that this year we're gonna have to. I am at least. I'll speak for myself. I'm lowering expectations a little bit. I think making the tournament would be a very, very strong showing for this squad. They're young. You got to remember, this is a young team full of freshmen who are developing and still trying to adjust to this speed, to this level of the game. So it's not even a huge indictment. I just think maybe there's a lot of talent on this roster, but we came in after the seasons we've had in the past. I know I did a little bit. Shooting the moon and thinking maybe setting expectations somewhat too high. I'm lowering those now. I think making the tournament would be a great accomplishment for this team at any seed. I think making the tournament's a good deal. The Big 12, there's other teams that are in turmoil. Obviously, UT, we're not going to touch, really get into that. Their program's in hot water right now, in trouble. Other teams haven't looked as solid as we thought coming in. So who knows? We could surprise some people.
Yeah,
sure.
I think we could, absolutely. I think it's way too early to jump ship.
No,
Jump ship on
no.
anybody.
Definitely don't write Mark Adams off, guys. It's come on.
Mark
Let's
Adams
give him
went
some time.
to he went
He's
to
a
a Sweet
fighter.
16.
He's
He
a
almost
fighter.
went to an Elite 8. This is his second season as the head coach.
We'll be all right. Look, we might not make the tournament this year. It might not be what we thought it was going to be, but
Chris Beard didn't make the tournament in his second year.
let's give Adams some time.
Or he went to the
No. Remember, that's
went to the round
taboo.
64?
Taboo. No CB talk on this pod.
Well, everyone was praising him when he was at Texas Tech.
Yeah, he. Let's
Do
see,
we
his
wanna
second
talk-
He should have
year.
made the tournament his last year at Tech.
I'm not.
Or no, it was
disagreeing
his
with
second to
anything.
last
20.
year.
Yeah,
I'm not
2020.
second to
disagreeing
last
with
year.
anything you want to say.
This is what happens when we go to or I didn't get to go, but Pimlico, man, we're just angry right now. We're
I'm not angry.
I'm
I'm
saying
actually
hyperbolic.
very optimistic.
It's one or the other. It's either very angry or extremely excited. So
Let's talk about Joey
Bo-
McGuire.
bottom line, don't worry, we're gonna get to Joey, man, next week. Fardas in the portal, a lot of rumors circulating. Yes, the program, what we've seen thus far has not been great. It's been very underwhelming, disappointing. We're actually gonna get to go see Texas Tech play live here on Saturday. They're playing Jackson State at
Del Mar.
Del Mar, right? So in Houston, this is just a great time to
I
be
played
a Houston.
a lot of playoff games there myself.
Oh, there's a little humble brag, man. Can you believe this
What
guy?
a dude.
You
Joe,
believe
you
this
never
guy?
played the playoffs, right?
Humble brag.
We played
Come
in the
on.
playoffs.
That's low blow. So, it's a great time to be a Houston Red Raider fan because you got the tailgate, Ramblin' Raiders tailgate coming up, and we're also going to have a chance to go watch Texas Tech play live. We'll report back to y'all after we watch them play live to see
Should go
what the.
live at halftime.
We might. Honestly, I might. The
Might
body
go to the locker room
language.
at halftime.
I'm not going there and give them a pep talk, but the body language, how they're. We'll give you all the full scoop after that game. But Fardas is gone. He's out. He peaced out.
Good riddance. I didn't even know who his name was
We'll see.
for a long time.
Okay, here we go. COVID year, canceled game versus UT was essentially a playing game. Yep, Renee's right. Talking about that year that.
It was a playing
playing
game,
game.
and I think we probably fucking lose it.
Ooh, maybe.
I don't think we were that good that year. And that's just my
I haven't
opinion.
watched
That's my
it.
opinion,
I haven't
though.
watched enough of the Big 12. I know Davian says the entire Big 12 is tough. Oklahoma looked pretty good in some of the games I watched. I haven't watched enough to see kind of who's susceptible and who's not, but it's gonna be a gauntlet. Big 12 always is. Okay, moving on. We've talked enough about basketball for now. Bowl games. This is big. All of our sports bettors, tune in. Get your pins out. Get your pads out. Put your
There's rumor.
money on the line because it's about to go down right here for
There's
bets.
rumor that $1,000 to $2,000 bet will be laid on this pod in this segment.
And it's not
Live.
a rumor. It's not a rumor.
It's
No.
not a rumor.
It's absolute fact. So all of our sports bettors lock in, laser focus, and get your money out of your wallet. Get ready to put it to the book, man, because we got a lot of good picks.
Hey, let's have some fun this Bowl Mania season.
Let's do it, man.
Right.
And don't forget, send us a screenshot. Hell, get your mom and dad, get your sister, your brother, anyone you know. Just get them to send us a screenshot and tell them that it's in your name, and we'll put your name another submission in to possibly win. You can go through and fill that out. I mean, you can only do one entry per group, but if you want to go fill out your mom's bracket and put it under your name, just tell us you're subscribed. Send us a picture that you're subscribed to the Ramblin' Raiders podcast. You get into our Bowl Mania group.
Wait, hold on. Check the chat. I can't see the chat, and our peanut gallery is going off.
Big 12 is the best.
Oh, he said the
basketball
best. I thought he was going to say the worst. That's my fault.
Okay. Here we go, dude. Let's talk about. I forgot I was going to throw a tidbit in there. Honestly, I don't know if it makes that big a difference that Fardos is gone, considering the way Bacho has looked so far this season. Dude's out there grinding and competing his ass off, man. He's the big. He might be the big that Fardos wishes he was. That thinks he could be. I don't know.
I think it plays into what I said about Fardos.
I think Bacho slept with Fardos' girlfriend.
Whoa! No, and that's one of those things that's fully accurate, like substantiated. We have sources on the inside.
Might not be accurate, but I mean, why would you just jump ship that quick? Unless your girlfriend is compromised.
Okay, hey, look, he says it. We're all speculating, thinking about it. I don't know, man.
I was the betting man.
He was at Logie's a lot, apparently. Like, things happen. So Joe's Joe, he's
just spitballing.
He has some contacts. People say, "Oh, my source." He's got hitters on the inside.
This guy's got so many sources at Logie's you don't even know about.
He's got hitters on the inside, so trust what you're hearing. Okay, here we go. Where was I? Okay, I'm gonna do it one at a time. I want each of us to be able to give one out. Joe, we're gonna start with you. These are some certified locks. We have a good slate for you.
Are we talking?
Joe, you can't take. Hold on. No, do this one right here, man. This is all you.
Okay, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I didn't look at anyone's notes.
We have the same games.
I don't have anyone's notes beforehand, so I don't get to say any.
Well, we have been talking about it a lot pre-pod. I'm gonna start off. I'll start us off. How about that?
I'm just gonna pick a random game.
I got my first one, and I talked about this on. Make sure you go follow Jack Bell with Taking the Points podcast. Their live show on YouTube. I really enjoyed getting to interact with those guys and be on.
Carl Covers.
Yeah, baby. I had a real good time interacting with them on their show last night, and we went over the whole bowl slate. Let me pull this up. Here it is. Okay. My first one. We have the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Right now, 72% of the picks, I would assume a lot of the money, I could assume wrong, but I think so, is on Baylor. Not so fast, my friends. The chef, you know what, James, can you tell me the chef at? I'm going full blown, like cooking. I'm cooking them up, and when I say hammer down, you say yes, chef.
And you know what I'm saying to this one? Absolutely.
Lane's saying no.
Not so fast, my friend.
In the movie Burnt, I'm the guy with the paprika on his hand that threw the cayenne pepper in your dish and ruined your Michelin star.
No, I'm telling y'all. And here, let me explain why I came to this conclusion. You look at the Big 12. There was a very tight finish for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. 4th, 6th, or wait. Shoot, sorry. Okay, we're just going to have to wait on the chat for a second. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That was Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Baylor, and Oklahoma. I believe the last three, Tech was the only 7 and 5. The other were all 6 and 6 with, it got mixed around. So pretty tight finish. Actually, it's not even an argument. It's just fact. Baylor got the worst bowl game out of everybody.
And they're pissed.
They are. I think they're just like
you think they're butthurt?
Defeated. I think they're butthurt and they're upset about it.
The resolve has never been stronger.
No, I disagree. I think that they're laying down, that they don't give a shit. They don't care because they're playing armed forces. They're playing Air Force, the Falcons, who are 9-3. I love the military. I'm a military man. I love patriot. And this is a patriotic hit. I dare anyone to go against a patriotic hit. You can't do it. Lane. I
bet on Army the other week, though.
This guy hates America.
I bet on Army the other week.
This guy hates the Air Force. He hates America. Okay, so.
Say, can you see?
I mean, I will respect it. I will respect it.
Everyone put your hand over your heart.
I will say Baylor. I agree with Renee.
So proud.
Oh my God.
Shut him up.
Hey, sorry if your neighbors are awake now and the screen just broke. This is why we love having Joe in the studio. Let me get to my explanation, then I'll let Lane talk about it. Baylor, you got Oklahoma State in the guaranteed rate, whatever, in Arizona against Wisconsin. It's a good matchup. Tech got Ole Miss. It's a good matchup. Oklahoma did not deserve the bowl they got, but they got a great bowl game, great setup against Florida State. Baylor got absolutely screwed. They're playing in a meaningless bowl that it is a team that just came off of a Big 12 championship. They're playing in the Armed Forces Bowl, and Ammon G. Carter, of all places, that's also assigned to me. They're playing in TCU Stadium, their rival, against the Air Force Falcons. I think they show up flat. I think plain and simple, they come out, all the money, everyone's favoring them. They're going to sleepwalk through it. I think Air Force gives them the business. This is only a 5.5 point spread. So within a touchdown, I like Air Force. I'm taking a money line. I don't even need 5.5. Chef special. It's an absolute hitter. Patriotic money line bet here. I like Air Force. Now I think Baylor's. I think they're going to come out sloppy.
Send me over to the chat.
Can I get in next?
You get in after this, Joe.
That was mine. Oh wait,
get in over to me to chat because I think I got a lot to agree with Renee here.
You only had one pick.
Yeah, she
No, I
said
got
Baylor.
more, but we're
Renee
right
said Baylor, and I can't agree more. I disagree with everything the chef just said.
I just spit up.
You say
She just
no,
said Baylor and it's sent lane.
You say no, chef, on this one. You bet Baylor. Look, money line's not the worst bet. That's not a terrible bet. It's a 5.5 point spread. So
No,
money
it's a
line,
great bet for me.
If you want your money's worth, you bet money line. This is a horrible plus 5.5 bet. Baylor's either going to win this game or they're going to. If they do win it, they're going to win by 10. It's not a good bet.
No.
Baylor's pissed off. They're
No, they're
6-6 playing a 9-3 team. Since
No.
when do they not
They're
care about this
apathetic.
bowl?
They're apathetic.
When do they not care about playing a better record team than them?
Air Force.
They're 9-3.
So
They're 9-3.
If we played Charleston State at 9-3,
and they're better than us, they have a better ranking than us. They're a higher record of team than us.
playing
Yes.
in a Bufu conference.
They're ranked higher than Baylor.
Ranked higher. What do you mean?
They're 9-3.
Well, yeah, but they don't play anybody.
okay.
They have a terrible conference. If you put me up against the school Sister Mary or what?
Baylor feels disrespected.
If you put me
They
up
feel
against,
disrespected. You know when I'm disrespected, I'm gonna go out and kick your ass.
if you put me up against,
If I'm disrespected like that, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna hit you in
you're
the
gonna
mouth.
kick our ass. If you put me up against Zoolander's school for kids who can't read good,
But
and
you
they're
can't read good.
and they're 10-2, and we're 6-6. It's kids that can't read good, man.
I'm
not
gonna be
saying
by
the,
60.
I'm saying the Air Force. I'm not. That's not to disparage anyone in the Air Force saying they can't read well. I'm just saying you play Sister Mary's, school
Time
for
out.
hope and
Time
obedience.
I mean, look to the chat. My boys got my back. The
Time out.
chat has
No.
my back.
Time out.
no, I disagree, man.
So
They're
on the-
gonna lose, and the chef is gonna laugh at all y'all when it happens. Air Force takes it.
Oh God! Now I have to hit. Now I have to hit it.
Time out.
All right, you're next.
I don't care if it's Baylor's second string. They're gonna beat Air Force. And plus,
I'm gonna
five-
laugh so
plus
hard,
5
baby.
is a given, and that's
No.
all I have to say about it. I don't care
Hey.
if it's second string. I don't
Remind me.
care.
Hold on. Let's see. We're 33 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna go back and clip this out for later.
wait.
After I
Wait,
hit
wait,
it.
wait, but I have my 3 locks.
Hey,
I have my 3 locks.
This will be coming out on the chef account after I hit it, and everyone was talking all
Let
that shit,
let
baby.
Joe spin his locks.
So
Air Force.
I don't care if it's second string.
And hold on, I want to say one thing real quick. We're talking
God.
about we were talking about the,
The
team
Armed
that doesn't
Forces
deserve
Bowl.
The Cheez-It Bowl.
Also,
the Cheez-It's still a good snack. I don't care what Tech fans say. It's a great snack. It's a great cheese snack. I'm not going to turn my back on Cheez-Its.
Also, how is Air Force going to lose the Armed Forces Bowl? It's just not going to happen, man.
Cheez-Its are okay.
Joe, go,
They're a
dude,
delicious snack.
Go.
Okay, so I have 3 picks that I really like a lot, and I'm gonna go in order of least favorite to most favorite, but they all should be max bets.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting with
Uh-huh.
Oregon State versus Florida. Florida starting
everywhere.
quarterback Anthony Richardson declared for the draft. Backup quarterback John Kitna's son arrested for pedophilia. Third string.
I'm going back and changing that right now because I picked Florida.
Yeah, no. And so Oregon State -10. Backup quarterback arrested for you know what, and starting quarterback declared for the draft. Third string quarterback, take Oregon State -10.
That's big
It's a
time.
locksmith.
Look at this. I'm changing my pick right
It's
now.
a
Thank you.
locksmith. And then so that's my least favorite pick. My next favorite pick. Washington versus Texas. Over 68. There's going to be a lot of points. That Washington quarterback can sling it. Texas is going to sling it. I don't care if Bijan Robinson isn't playing it. Over 68. Book it. And my most favorite play of the entire bowl season.
This is it, guys.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
hold
a
on, hold on. No,
$2,000
you
bet.
gotta wait. You gotta
This is
build
my-
this up. Build
this-
it up.
This is my $2,000 play. I'm
It's the most money you've ever put on a bet. ever.
putting everything that I own.
I heard something about your wedding ring that you recently bought is now on the market on this game.
Did you
No.
get that thing financed?
No. I'm not putting that
He's
on it, but I'm putting my manhood on it, if you know what I mean. And
And at the end of the day, that's all you got, man. I mean, that's all you got. dude.
Kansas State versus Bama over 54! $2,000 nuclear missile play!
Y'all heard that? This man is putting 2 G's on the over for Kansas State.
That's
Bama.
my nuclear missile play. And if you don't ride with me,
You're
then
sorry.
please
You're
fade
sorry.
me.
I'm
and-
gonna ride with that. I love the hype. I love the energetic, the
Hold on.
enthusiasm.
Over
Chef,
54.
Chef's gonna go even crazier. I'm taking K-State money line. Yeah. Yeah.
Take
That
the
just
over
happened.
54 if you're a man.
Now me and Chef are just feuding right now.
Okay. So I love that pick. $2,000 nuclear missile. That's also going to be a clip I got to go pull because it's the world deserves to know. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of high tabs at Twin Peaks. A lot of Golden
That's
Tee
like-
games.
That's like
at Twin-
100,000 beers at Twin Peaks.
That's
like
like,
a- yeah.
like fucking 136 holes on Golden Tee.
That, dude, there's so much you can do with $2,000.
And there's no
Oh,
better
yeah.
investment than
Renee, so we're about to get into that in a
there's
second.
no
Love
better
that.
investment than doubling it.
Hey, cheers to that. That
Double
dude.
it. It throw 4,000. I mean,
Yeah, dude, don't
why
be
not?
don't be like soft, dude. Like don't be a fart off.
Now,
bro.
one of
Put
my
like
bets-
$4,000 on it at least.
One of my bets is gonna throw our peanut gallery into a loop. He's not gonna know who or what the hell he is.
oh,
I've
Lord.
got Wisconsin, Oklahoma State. Give me Wisconsin minus 3.
No, Sanders is out.
Oklahoma State has Sanders. Just about everyone in Oklahoma State is in the dog pen or in the portal. One
Yeah,
of the two.
Now we'll say
So
Wisconsin's got
Wisconsin's
a
a
few.
trash Big Ten team. The conference is trash. This doesn't reflect anything between the Big 12 and the Big Ten because the Big 12 is far superior than the Big Ten. However, in this particular game,
I want you to know
between
Wisconsin's
Wisconsin
got a
and
lot
Oklahoma
out too.
State.
though.
Wisconsin minus 3. Oklahoma State has been horrible the back half of the season.
No, I agree. I'm taking Wisconsin. I'm just gonna let you know
I want Wisconsin
their
minus 3.
coach is out and they lost a bunch of dudes too. It's gonna be This was the one I think that was like a sloppy dogfight. Like their
And
quarterback's
the
out.
Big Ten wins sloppy
bad.
dogfights because they're just superior talent. I mean, the Big 12 is superior talent. The Big Ten wins those sloppy dogfights because that's the only way they can win. It's the only way they win football games
I like it.
is sloppy dog style.
Okay.
And I need to comment on Renee's comment. Mississippi State money line is another lock.
Well, I just said like we're about to give y'all like a full blown on that one. That's Mississippi State's
For
the
all
best,
the marbles.
the best hit. I mean, that's going to be the best hit of the.
Now I
the
got
bowl
one more
season.
here.
Decade.
And maybe Jackson or the chat can help me out. Is the UTSA quarterback starting?
Yes.
about UTSA.
They are a lock if that guy's starting.
Oh, whoa.
Plus 1.5.
What's his name?
Hold on, we got to ring it
I
in
don't
for a
care what his
second.
name is. He's a stud.
Hey, my turn. Okay, here we go. Hey, first bowl game of the year.
UAB, my God.
No, hold on. Hey, the sharpest sharps know these kind of games. That's me right now. UAB
Give me that hat.
versus Miami, Ohio
Get a
Redhawks.
goddamn hat.
Both teams are 6-6. This is the first bowl game of bowl season on Friday at 10:30 a.m.
On a Friday.
10:30 on a Friday. Here's what I want y'all to understand. Wait, we got lag. We got some loading issues.
Let me tell you
Most
something
people
about
don't-
Friday on December 16th at 3 p.m.
Hold on. Most people don't know this about the Redhawks.
Nobody gives a shit about
No, they don't. And I haven't watched them play a snap all year, but I'll tell you this. They
You wanna
relied
tell that
heavily. They relied heavily on their star quarterback. His name's A. Smith. A. Smith. Okay, they relied heavily on this guy. He got him to 6-6 bowl eligibility. was really just the driving force and life energy of this team. He is out, dude. He's not playing in this game.
No A. Smith?
No A. Smith. A. Smith is out, and UAB is playing better down the stretch. They played better competition all year. Took UTSA to overtime, double overtime. Excuse me. Beat UNT, who's a bowl team. Look, it's minus 11. I don't know if you have to put some tea sauce on there or throw it in a parlay. The Red Hawks are going down. Miami, Ohio. Brush them off. UAB Blazers. I love Dragons. I love fantasy. They're the UAB Dragons. That is an absolute lock, and I'm a sharp.
Let me tell you something. Your bet, the Alabama bet, K-State bet, your bet, UAB against the freaking Zoolander school who can't read well, is not the bet you want to place. The bet you want to place is Troy UTSA. Frank Harris is coming back. Frank Harris is coming back for a 7th season. 7 seasons. He's gonna win a bowl game.
7 seasons?
This is this is his 6th season, and he's playing in the bowl game, and he's gonna play another damn season. He's gonna win this bowl game by 10 points. The spread is 1.5. You mash money line, you mash 1.5. UTSA is the bet of bowl mania.
All right. I think you hit them all. Last but not least, and I alluded, we have the one over, and it is an overs party. I know Barstool, they do the, overs club. Look, we're over clubbing. We just like to party, dude, individually. We're all about the party. Overs party. Here's another one for you.
Are you going to give it?
Here's another one. And I'm telling you, people see this number and they get scared. They're nervous about it. I say
Can we make
the higher the
money?
better.
Can we make the viewers some money?
Here it is.
Harp on my over.
Oh, wait, are you on this one too? Oh, no, you're over 6.
No, he's on that dumb one.
Now here's this over. We have, let me find this game. There it is.
No, I know
The San Diego County Credit Union, it's a mouthful, Holiday Bowl. This is between the North Carolina we can't play defense Tar Heels and the Oregon we play in the Pac-12 we've never tackled anyone in our life Ducks. That's who's playing in this bowl game. The over is at 72. I think that's not giving these defenses. Or it's sorry, let me phrase that. It's
Trust
giving these
me,
defenses too much credit.
I did my research.
That's pitiful.
72 is giving these defenses too much credit. These offenses are too strong, dude. 72, you think that's a high number? It's not. This game is going to be 78-62. I think Oregon covers the 14, by the way. Oregon kicks North Carolina's ass.
This game ends at like
100 something.
You think it's going to be like 100 to 100?
No, I think that I can't speak that much foolishness. I'll say this. I think it's going to be like a 68 Oregon to 52 UNC. I think this is
Oregon money line.
Oregon money line as well, but the over is the play. 72 is too low. Both these teams have butt defenses, and their offenses are electric. Their offenses are fully loaded. They're going to have guys playing. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix ain't no good bowl game.
He's good enough, baby. He's good enough to get to 72 points.
Sure.
I'll tell you that. Also, North Carolina has played nobody. The ACC is trash. They're on a slide. Their defense sucks, but their offense is legit. This is an overs dream scenario, and the chef is out. When I say hit it, you hammer down. Let's go.
Let me piggyback on that on trash conferences.
Yes, chef.
On trash conferences, because the other game that you're going to watch out
Oh,
for,
Lane's
and
got something.
everyone's going to be watching it.
Lane's got something to say.
It's on
Pulling
December.
the shit out of
It's
his
on
ass.
December 31st at 5 p.m. The Peanut Gallery knows what I'm talking about. It's TCU Michigan.
Ooh.
The spread is 7.5 points. Michigan is going to lose this game to TCU. Hide and watch it happen. Everyone in the chat's about to blow up saying, no way. I don't care. TCU is a scrappy team. At the minimum, they cover the spread. If not win this game, I'm hammering money line.
Hey, Sherman says yes, Lane.
I like TCU plus 7.
Okay, here we go.
The Big Ten is a god-awful conference. A team
Oh, wait.
I don't
that
care
lost
about. I don't care
to
about,
the worst team in the Big 12, Iowa State.
You know who else is going to get smacked?
Beat Iowa, who was close to playing in the Big Ten championship. What a joke of a conference.
Okay.
I don't
I think
care
we've
about-
got. Hey, we've all gotten that off our chest, right?
I don't care about any of the conference. I just think Max Duggan's a dog,
He's
Guy is a
dog.
dog.
and I think he covers 7 points.
But I think he cried so much in that post-game conference. I think he's a broken man right now. I think his spirit's broken. He didn't win the Heisman.
Sherman.
He didn't win the Heisman.
What did he say?
No, he's saying hammer. Oh, he's saying hammer Michigan money line.
No, you hammered TCU.
No, Sherman, you're right, dude.
Sherman's
You're dead on.
so high.
He's high making freaking electric meme videos right now. The best in the business when it comes to
Now, Davion,
meme
No, I do
footage.
I
have
don't know
to
if I
shout
get
out.
behind Ohio State.
Salute.
All right, we're
to
done. No, dude, we're done with this. We got to get to
Salute
the.
to CFP memes.
Oh, he's the best. He's the absolute
Salute.
best.
The
Okay,
GOAT.
this is going off on too much of a tangent, and we haven't even gotten to the best part of this episode, which we're about to right now.
Chris
The
Beard.
parlay?
No. Oh, yes. No, yes. Last betting advice, and we're going to do this in spirit, again, of the late, great, recently passed,
Oh, yeah. here we
Mike Leach, pirate, captain, my captain, pirate of the high seas of great offense. And actually, I can't take credit for this because I was told about it on and I'm
Right.
upset I didn't think about it think of it myself. We're going to deem it the pirate parlay on taking the points with Jack Bell and Kendall. They said it's the Mike Leach parlay. You know, it's a great bet. That's Texas Tech money line, Washington State money line, Mississippi State money line. Everyone's got to hit it, man. If there's a parlay that was destined to hit, like universal fate is on our side. It's the pirate parlay, Mississippi State, Washington State, Texas Tech money line.
If you
I like
even
that a
like
lot.
college football at all, if you even watch college football and you enjoy it somewhat, you're hitting this parlay out of
Honestly,
respect.
If you don't hate your life, you're going to fit that.
Hey, by the way, everyone in here real quick, I just want to say if you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. And if you haven't told at least 5 of your good friends, and hey, if it's your mom and dad, whatever, I don't care. Tell your cousins around at Christmas at the family gathering, your cousins, your aunts and uncles, get
Your
everyone.
hot aunt.
Your hot aunt.
Tell her about Big Pig.
Oh my God! That everybody's been talking up your hot aunt. Get her to subscribe to Rambo and Raiders Media. That is my one ask of you this holiday season. Okay.
Only hot MILFs.
Oh. Hey, they don't have to, dude. No. Hey, if you're just a good-hearted person, we want you to follow
But-
Rambo and Raiders Media. But if you're a hot MILF,
It helps.
that you can also follow if you want. Okay, here we go. Mike Leach, man. Again, I said this is I think the way the Pirate would want it, a celebration of life, man. Heavy news to start this week. I mean, I had people texting me that were Texas Tech lifers saying that they were affected by this. It hit them in ways that they weren't really ready for. I'm not gonna lie. I've never met Mike Leach. I'm actually, don't even get me started. Verizon, you're dead to me. Curse you. My phone went out in high school. Older brothers was getting recruited by Texas Tech. Leach went to his house. He went to the Karam's house. My phone went dead mode for
You
like
were
2
invited
days.
over there.
I wasn't getting texts from my girlfriend. I wasn't getting texts from.
She wasn't
boyfriend.
texting you anyway.
Yeah, she wasn't texting me. My boyfriend, my girlfriend. I was actually no. I was still like playing WoW. I hadn't even talked to a girl yet. So my mom. I wasn't getting texts from my mom. I wasn't getting texts from my dad. From James and Nolan, like my only 2 friends. Josh Karam sent me a message. I didn't get it till 2 days later, and it read, "Get over to my house now. Mike Leach is here."
Oh.
I could have met the Pirate. Never happened. I'll say this: despite not meeting a person, you couldn't help but feel, as a Texas Tech fan from early 2000s, as a college football fan, even, but especially as a either Texas Tech, Washington State, or Mississippi State fan, feel connected to this man's energy, to his charisma, to his uniqueness, what he brought to this world, what he brought to college football, to football at large. I was upset, man. For 48, 72 hours, I was sitting there going, not Coach Leach, man, not the Pirate. Like, this dude is a treasure to this world. No pun intended. He is. He's a Pirate and he's a treasure.
Well, the sad part about it is, first of all, you're absolutely right on hitting on all cylinders on that. But he was only 61 years old.
Yeah.
That is young to suffer what he did, having a heart condition, a heart attack like that.
That's younger than our
whatever.
parents.
Yeah, it's very young for that to happen to him. And then also being a Texas Tech fan, we know the Washington State fans feel the same. The Mississippi State fans feel the same. The culture that he brought to each of those schools is unparalleled across the entire country. I don't care what program you have.
You loved him
it's
as your
the
coach.
most unique thing to ever happen to college sports. Him being your head coach is one of the most unique things you can ever have in college sports, and it's sad that it's gone.
Yeah, and I think it makes you think about like just enjoying the good times.
Colin with your friends, man.
Call your dad.
And yeah, and you appreciate the good times with the good people that you like,
And Leach was one of them.
And he was a good dude and
treasure.
Yeah. No, well said, man. He was a treasure, a staple, a savant of college football, of offensive genius, and
the state of Texas high school football was forever changed by Mike Leach. Every single school that was good in football from 2000 to 2013, 14, even now, they all run the spread offense now because of Mike Leach.
B.J. Simmons put out a good tweet. Every level of college, or every level of football, from peewee to high school to college to NFL,
it's all changed.
It's all been changed because of Mike Leach.
Yeah, Mike Leach and
that's the impact. That's the impact that he had on this game. So. Long story short, what I was wanting to say is that it's been a heavy week. I know we've been upset. In fact, I think part of being down, depressed, in a down state is trying to, you want to have some drinks and kind of loosen up. And for us, we're not going to look at it as like drinking your sorrows away. For us, it's a celebration of the Pirate, and I think that's the way he would have wanted it, man.
Also, you drink like a pirate.
We're drinking like pirates for Mike Leach tonight. But here's what we want to talk about with him, man. I just want to go through. Like I said earlier, Lane and I and Joe can kind of get in on this from a outside perspective, but Lane and I grew up Tech fans because of our dad. We engaged with Texas Tech, and we love Texas Tech because you idolize what your parents do, right? Dad played football there in the 80s. Got to get my chef hat right.
Broke his neck.
Broke his neck or his nose?
His neck.
Oh, his back. He broke his back.
Same thing.
It's something back there. It wasn't good. He had a neck brace. Dad played football there in the 80s. Tough situation for him. But we fell in love with Texas Tech because of him. As a when I started watching Texas Tech sports, which, I was 10 years old in 2002.
I was 5 years old when Mike Leach got the head. I was 4.
Yeah, 2002 was when I kind of came into it. Cliff Kingsbury's senior year, really like watching games with my dad. We loved Tech because of our father, but that love and that excitement for Texas Tech grew because of, well, really for me, for Mike Leach and Bobby Knight. Made me love Texas Tech more.
It's a golden era of Texas Tech sports.
Agreed, than I could ever imagine. But Mike Leach, man, revolutionized the game. Anyone who was a fan of Tech in the early 2000s, he was doing things that nobody had seen before. Offensive linemen with, their spreads a foot and a half between them, man. I mean, it was revolutionary to the game, and it was so exciting to see it. That's why the fans fell in love with the Pirate.
All of us Texas Tech fans who were fans from the span of 2000 to 2009 got to live in a revolutionary time of where our team that we're passionate about had the most innovative head coach in college football, and we got to live it and watch him be that crazy coach who's doing stuff that's never been seen before.
And he put us on the map. He put Texas Tech on the map.
I think the ultimate sign of respect for someone
fell off the map.
I think the ultimate sign of respect for someone is when you don't like them. And when I was growing up, I wasn't a Tech fan until I went to Tech. But I remember growing up, and I hated Mike Leach because I respected him.
Because he respected his game.
He was a great college football mind, and I was like, I don't like that guy. And then I went to Tech, and I was like, I love that guy. But at the end of the day, the ultimate sign of respect is when you don't like somebody and you respect.
But you still respect him.
Tom Brady just whips your ass.
Yeah.
Well, not
you know what I'm getting.
UT kind of had his number, but
A&M, man, they're
A&M. Good Lord.
Okay, so here we go. I want us to each give our favorite memory, or if it's just me and Lane, favorite memory of Mike Leach.
At Tech. I got
one.
Oh, the tribute video's out. I didn't see it yet, dude.
I got one.
I need to get it. That tribute video that you sent, that Sherman sent me earlier was amazing, man. In fact, once it gets blown up, dude, like
We'll post it.
let Ramblin' Raiders, man, get in on that too. That is an awesome tribute vid, and I agree, Pat. I love that they have the pirate chant going. I'm gonna start with Lane, but we're gonna do favorite Mike Leach memories. It could be a game, it could be a soundbite, whatever it was, honoring this man's life. Loved every second of it. Lane, and if you want me to start, I can.
I'll start. I'll talk about it a little bit, but I just want to start with I went through a phase from probably 2003 to 2008. I can name every single offensive player that played for Texas Tech through those years.
He's not kidding. As a kid,
I can't do it now, but
could
as a
list-
kid, I was only like 7, 6, 8 years old.
Ironically, I wish he could because it would help make the podcast a lot better.
It would help
but-
make it, better. But I could name just about every offensive player he had, including linemen to every receiver to every running back. Just some of the great memories watching football with my dad were because of Mike Leach. I still remember being glued to the TV, sitting Indian style in our living room when Mike Leach got fired, and I was like in tears.
Yeah. No, I was in
Junior high at this point.
I was in high school. No, wait. I was in college.
No, you were in high school.
No.
It's
You
2009.
It was 2000 at the end of the season 10.
You were
No,
still in
wait.
high school. You were a junior in high school.
Damn. Hold on. Something's not
junior
adding
high
up.
school.
Wait.
It was
Did
the
he
09-10
get fired
season.
in 10 though? Right?
2009, 2010 season.
Because I could have sworn I watched that game that we lost. Actually, shit. You might
Yeah,
be
so
right.
you're a junior in high school.
I'm tripping, man. I'm too emotional. I've had too much beer.
So I was in junior high.
But
so I
something,
remember
no.
that
I don't know though. There's still something to it. I think.
No. But I remember being in tears watching that. Anyways, to go on, my favorite memory, the favorite game that I remember watching was.
I was distraught too.
It's hard to pick because the 2008 games were all great, but my favorite is a throwback to 2005 when we had arguably our best team. Our only loss that
One
we
game
didn't
away
choke.
from
We're
BCS.
one game away from going to a BCS game if we didn't choke against Oak State. We lost to UT that year,
Got
won the
me.
Natty. But my favorite game was going on the road to Nebraska.
That year we did. Oh,
We
that
go
was
on the road to Nebraska,
All-timer.
and Cody Hodges
All-timer.
throws a pick to lose the game. However, not so fast as Lee Corso. We tackle the guy, he fumbles it, and Cody Hodges finds a guy in the end
No,
zone
that was
for a
sick.
touchdown, and we beat their ass.
I like that.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It was one of the most
It
incredible
was.
twists to a college football game I've ever seen, and that's how you watch it with Mike Leach. There's so many more. The Minnesota game at the Deer Lease.
Okay, so that's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Joe, you go.
My favorite Mike Leach memory is Mike Leach wedding advice. I know there's
Oh, that's
a couple
good one.
couple
That's a good one.
newlyweds, maybe soon to be married and engaged couples out there. Go look up Mike Leach wedding advice, and he'll spread some wisdom for you.
He will, dude. I loved it.
Well played.
Elope. No, he said to elope, man.
Yeah.
Or
Or
save you
it's,
some money.
or it's work long hours.
Yeah. That's true. I love it.
Something Joe practices every day.
Hey, we're having a lot of fun on tonight's episode. No, I'm just kidding. No, everyone, that's great input. Really good content.
What's yours?
Here it is. So for me, I do love I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's two like sound bites. One where he's doing the weather in Lubbock and the
That's great.
local weather channel.
Hey, you go outside?
Yeah, he's like feeling around. It's funny as hell, just vintage Mike Leach. And the other one, I shared it on our Twitter account. Someone else had posted it. We shared their video of the infamous when Mike Leach was the offensive coordinator at OU. The fake.
Yeah.
This is like no one else does
fake
this.
playbook.
He made a fake like play sheet, call card,
Took it
had a
in.
player drop it. Texas, a Texas GM, a Texas general manager guy picks it up, and they go up like 17-0 on Texas because they're so thrown off by this fake play card.
I think the best part of that video too is he's like, we wanted to see how honest Texas was.
Yeah. If there's one thing Mike Leach could do is dog A&M and dog Texas, which is probably why we love him that much more. My favorite memory. Okay, so we talk about Lane and I grew up diehard Texas Tech fans, early 2000s. Setting the stage real quick. It's at our Deer Lease, which for anyone who hasn't been there, everyone in this room, including Peanut Gallery, everyone on video right now has been. This was actually back in Uvalde,
Yeah.
right? So
Dark times.
dark times, but still the same setup. This is like as roughnecking it goes. I mean, I'm talking going to the bathroom outside. There's trailers. Like you got to like go to
I
the
used to go
water
swimming
trough.
in a cow trough.
There's like water troughs. I mean, this is roughnecking. Like it takes
That's
serious.
where Laney's Lock was born.
It was. It takes serious redneck ingenuity to get a TV to even work out there. Plugging it in the generator. This cord goes here. Mixing, matching,
Well, it's
crossing
not even
wires.
running water, but we somehow got a TV.
Mixing,
to work.
matching, crossing wires, whatever, to get a TV to go. It's pure genius to have that happen. That's setting the stage, right? So we're sitting there, a bunch of young kids. Our dad, who went to Texas Tech, his best friend growing up, shout out Coach Gator Mertel.
Shout out Tito.
Tito, all his kids one of his sons went to Texas Tech. They all grew up diehard Texas Tech fans. Went to Texas Tech the same time we did. He'll be at the Ramblin' Raiders tailgate. Long story short, Coach Gator, my dad, and a bunch of kids, it's pouring down rain. We're sitting under this like tarp, okay, on a little screen, like I said, redneck ingenuity, watching Insight Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say Meineke Car Care Bowl is the other one. The Insight Bowl. Watching this bowl game, again, pouring down rain. We got a tarp. We're all huddled under there. It's, 30?
This is Graham Harrell's sophomore year.
Yeah, 35-7, 38-7.
38-7, I think it got
I
to.
thought it was 35, and then they tied it at 38. No.
I think it got to 38-7 at
Yeah.
one point.
What was, I guess, the disparity. It was either 35 38. Anyways, middle of the third quarter. And we're all sitting there because we're glued to the TV, because we love Texas Tech, because there's still, the high-octane offense,
You're forgetting.
all of this. This is 2006.
At halftime, half the people who were at the Dearleys said this game's over and they went to bed. Only the diehard Red Raiders stayed up.
Stayed up for it.
because we knew.
So we're sitting there, we're
You
watching.
never count the pirate
And
out.
all of a sudden, man, I mean, midway through the third, we get a touch, ball back. We're like, oh, okay, here we go, 14-35, whatever. Get a touch, ball back. Get a touch. I mean, we're all sitting there just kind of building up this anticipation, building up this hype until Alex Trelika.
Friendswood boy.
No, wait, he hit the. Yeah,
the game
no, he
tire.
did, he did. Alex Trelika,
From
kid from our
50.
hometown, Friendswood dude, went full Jonathan Garibay, Trey Wolf, long line of great Texas Tech kickers, started that foundation with Alex Trelika.
People forget that Alex Trelika is the
Boom.
best kicker to ever go to Texas Tech.
Agreed. Booted one, 50 yards to tie the game, and we are all losing our minds. The momentum change, the momentum shift. I don't care if this is a 6-6 or 7-5 Insight Bowl, tiny bowl. To come back on in a away game, cold environment like that, while it's raining right now, it's unbelievable that we're sitting there and it's tied. What?
Keep going. We're fine.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. Everyone relax, dude. I don't know. Okay, sorry, man. We're we like to just like have a mental breakdown for just a second
I remember it.
before we go. So, anyways, we're sitting there and disregard that. Like just like
She
Mike Leach,
doesn't watch?
just like Mike Leach, it doesn't matter. Like you push out the negative energy, focusing on this. Alex Trelika ties it up. We go on to win in overtime, and at that moment, it was like we knew. And I mean, we watched Texas Tech also get blown out a couple times with Mike Leach and things going like that. But after the Insight Bowl, it was just like you never counted the Pirate out. He was never out of the fight. Truly, I mean, he embodied every sense of the word, the epitome of you're never out of the fight. That's Mike Leach to a T. Coming all the way back from 35-7 or 30, I think it was 35-7, might have been 38-7, all the way back. You're never out of the fight. That was Mike Leach to a T. And every game moving forward, I heard someone say it in a remembrance video. He thought he could win every game. As a fan, you felt like you could win any game that Mike Leach was coaching because of his offensive scheming, because of his innovative approach to the game.
I will never forget.
We were never out of the fight. That's my favorite game watching at the Inside Bowl.
One of the best games ever in college football history. I mean, I agree. You're never out of the fight. I remember in 2008 when we played Ole Miss in the Cotton Bowl. We're down bad in this game, and we stayed till the end. It's finally, it looks like the game's over. We're down 2 scores. There's like 2 minutes left, and my dad is so pissed off. He's like, "You gotta get the F out of here. I'm not sitting
and he
here
gets
watching
more
this
mad
shit.
than anybody.
He gets more mad than me or Jackson combined.
Yeah.
And like he's like, we gotta get the hell out of here. Me and my buddy want to stay. He goes, no, I'm not sitting here watching this shit. We could have been leave, and there are Tech fans watching us leave with their guns up. 2 minutes left. They have the ball, and we're down 2 scores. Going, where the hell are y'all going? We're still in this.
It's
shit.
the pirate. It's the pirate, dude.
It's the pirate.
That's what he did, man.
That's cool.
That's what he did. So again, we want to pay respects, and on this podcast, while and I'll be honest, man. I mean, we've been truthers the whole way through. Like, granted, and I'm not gonna harp on it. I know, like Leach, there was a dispute with Texas Tech. He kind of, he didn't kind of. He talked about it.
Texas putting it behind him.
He talked about it at the bowl game last year, whatever. But I'll just say this, man. Other outlets, people have kind of disparaged Leach at times. And to me, it's a sign of like you weren't really a diehard Tech fan in the early 2000s if you couldn't appreciate Leach. We've had people, other accounts, people kind of and look, to each their own, whatever. But like disparage Leach, write Leach off, kind of discredit what he did at Texas Tech. You remember that? You know what I'm talking about.
You want to know the dumbest?
But you know what I'm talking about.
There
There were some people that were like saying like what he did wasn't that special.
It's incredibly stupid. You
Hey,
want to
you
know the
know-
dumbest
you know-
line that's ever been mentioned
But
ever in Texas
what
Tech
I'm talking
history?
about, though.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The stupidest line to ever be uttered in Texas Tech history is anybody can come in here and win 7 to 8 games.
Yeah.
How stupid do you look now, 10 years later?
Very, very dumb.
You know,
And I'll say this,
since I left.
Exactly.
I'll say this. I think Joey McGuire is like turning this
Hopefully it
program
turns
around.
but
It's been dark days since Leach
it's been
left.
10 years.
It's been dark days since Leach left. It's been tough. It hasn't, obviously it hasn't been great. I think that Joey McGuire has his team, and I believe in what he's doing in turning this around. But yeah, we've never been the same.
No, it's
Well,
the stupidest thing
I'll
that's
take it
ever
back.
been said in
I think
Texas Tech history.
Joey McGuire's era is going to have a new start to it, and like he has a chance to go out and prove it differently. Excluding this year and Joey McGuire, we were not the same building up to this with Leach. Since Leach got fired, and so he brought us to new heights. We've been at lows since he left, but Lane knows. I'm just gonna say it. Like like people were kind of disparaging Leach. They were discrediting what he did, saying that
coach in our history.
saying that like it wasn't that special and that fans were too enamored with him and too obsessed with him. Well, you know what? Everyone's singing, and here's the other thing: like everyone's singing a different tune today. Everyone's singing a different tune now, and it's not like I shouldn't smile about that. It's really sad and shitty because he passed away. But my point that I'm trying to make is that on the Ramblin' Raiders podcast, we have been fans of Leach since day one because we were there in the early 2000s. We lived it. Others didn't. Posers didn't. Other outlets, other podcasts didn't live it, dude. They didn't live it. We did. And I'll say we've always been fans of Mike Leach. We will always be fans of Mike Leach, supportive of him and what he did because we lived through the days of the Pirate. And let me tell you, there's nothing better than when your program learns to swing their sword. When your program learns to swing your sword and when he teaches that and it then becomes passed on to and syndicated with the fan base. And the fan base learns to swing their sword. People doubted Mike Leach his whole career.
Like I said,
people talk trash about him. Ramblin' Raiders podcast, we are always going to be and always have been supportive of Mike Leach.
People who were Tech fans in his era, people who were Washington State fans in his era there, and people who were Mississippi State fans in his era there are the only ones that know the uniqueness that he brings to your program, and it's one of the most unique things ever to happen to college sports, and it's sad that it ended so early.
All right, boys. Coach Leach, we loved him while he was here. I put out a tweet, fly high, Coach, praying for his family and for Coach Leach. Just can't say enough good things about him, but praying for his family during this hard time. For Mississippi State, their community, Washington State, Texas Tech, and the college football community at large, Coach Leach was one of a kind, unique personality. He touched so many lives with what he did, and truly in a world where everyone's starting to kind of conform and be put into boxes and have like kind of a simplistic line and view of how they live their life, Coach Leach never did that, man. He was one of a kind.
It's always
we love you, Coach. And with that, boys, we're gonna end this episode, man. We went a little long. How could you not, though, on the Mike Leach appreciation app?
We
I'm gonna,
out.
for the first time, I'm putting a RIP episode on our Spotify and Apple Pod because it was that good. Coach Leach, the GOAT. Cheers to the Pirate. We out.
Damn, that felt good.
You believe this guy? Yes.
Not now. Not now.
Oh, you
One
just
job.
trumped me.
You have one job. Not to say no.
Hammer down.
Maybe. I don't even know if she's a real man.